One of the things I've noticed quite a few times is this is normally by people who are not German or people who don't deal with Germans as much as me. They kind of get confused or get puzzled why it costs so much for German links compared to ours. In normal cases, a guest post at starting price would cost around $50 in most cases. A German one will generally cost more. The reason why a German link will cost more, for example, let's call it 75. The reason why German links cost more, Germany as a whole has got many very complicated or slightly annoying laws. For example purposes, if I want to get a guest post of a German man, woman, whatever I've never spoke to, I have to actually offer to pay for it under German law. So that basically means I can't try and get a free one off them. They may give me a free one, but under German laws, I have to offer to pay if I want a guest post or site. So I would have to put something like this. Hey, my name is Blair. I'm wanting a guest post for my client. How much would you like me to pay you for a link of your site? Best regards, Blair Eckert. Now I'm just making it simple. You'd obviously just put something better than what I put there, but you actually have to put something like that. And under European law as well, which mostly came from German ideas for whatever reasons, I can't actually even contact the founder owner. Unless I get his or her permission, I have to use a support or a contact us email or some email which gives me no idea of who is the person in charge, and then I have to basically put somewhere in email something saying like this. Hey, would it be at all possible for me to be allowed to send your owner or person in charge of your business an email to discuss a business idea? And that's not a joke or me being sarcastic, that's actually what we have to do in European law. You'd have to basically put something like that to discuss a business idea. From a technical viewpoint, you're not actually allowed to try and sell a sales service unless you get your permission. But under German law, you are legally allowed to send an email offering to buy something, but you can't say buy to say the founder whatever of a company unless you get his or her permission. The permission can come in letter form, permission can come by email, it can come by phone. If you say met him or her in real life, if you got permission you could do it, but it comes to more common. I'm not going to get into that too much, but put simply, German links themselves will generally always cost more because of these sort of reasons. You might be able to get a really good guest post in, say, America for, say, $100. The same sort of one in Germany will cost around $150 to $200. And you may think, well, that's really expensive, isn't it? Unfortunately, it is a bit more expensive, but that's unfortunately how German laws work. This is why to rank up a site in Germany is a lot more expensive in most countries in the world. For example purposes, let's just say you can rank up a site in, say, your country for, say, 2,000 to make an okay amount of money. In Germany, you'll be talking around going from 2,000 to around 4,000 to all the way up to 10,000 to rank up the same sort of thing. And that's not me lying or joking or being sarcastic. That is the reality of the costs compared to German and non-German links. This is part of the reason why in Germany it's a very, very common practice to build big PBN networks. The reason for why building big PBN networks is very popular, that basically cuts down your costs by a gigantic amount. By a gigantic amount, I remember speaking to quite a nice German friend before when we were discussing about link building. What he told me was, for him to rank up a site in a niche for a client, it would cost him his team 10,000. And then he basically said it to the client, said, you still want guest posts because it would cost like 10,000 to do it to your target goal? And the guy said, well, that's really expensive, I can't afford that. Is there any possible you could do it cheaper? And the guy said, yeah, we can do it cheaper, but this approach from me will be using PBN networks. And PBN networks, you have to understand, have more risk. But if you're willing to do it for that sort of price, we could do PBN building all the way down to a price of 2,500. So that's part of the reason for why PBN networks in Germany are incredibly common, because it saves you a fortune of money. And one other thing I want to include before I end this video, just to put it to you, how extreme it can be in Germany for getting links, guest posts, whatever, that kinds of stuff. I have quite a lot of friends who have been doing SEO even longer than me, 10 years or more, and these people have even told me that they now can't actually be bothered dealing with European or German-based clients. The reason why I can't be bothered is there's so many very unpleasant or complex laws in the European Union which make running an online business or being a CEO very complicated and hard. Because of that, a lot of them actually deal with clients who are not from Germany, not from United Kingdom or anywhere else in Europe. They basically deal with clients from other countries such as America, Canada, Australia, India, Pakistan, whatever, sort of countries, because none of these sort of stupid or strange laws exist. So they can basically make money quite easily in these countries instead. And that's basically what the cookie law itself did. I'm not going to get into cookie law too much, but all I'd say is it was a very bad law which actually did bankrupt or cost quite a lot of businesses a lot of money, and it was one of the worst explained laws in the world. And by the way, I have studied Scots law and English law, so I can tell you that it is a stupid law and it is a very bad one to explain, and it did do a lot of damages to businesses all around the world, mostly in the Europe sort of area, but it's something you should consider when it comes to German guest posts and links in general. You will generally always pay more money for a German link than a non-German link. There's always exceptions to every rule, but in general, you will be paying more money for German links. And if you don't have the budget, then unfortunately ranking up in a German-based area or German niche will probably not work for you unless you can build up PBN networks or you've got some connections to people who can get you links in a cheap or get them for free. Ranking up in the German site, German niche as a whole, is very, very competitive. This is part of the reason why quite a lot of actually native German people or people who speak German language, they actually don't actually work as much in Germany as they used to. It's because everything's so complicated in Germany, business-wise. I'll tell you one thing you may find funny before I end this video, just to show you how complicated things can become in Germany. You may have heard this joke, but it's actually based in reality. If you want to become a security guard in Germany, you've basically got to be as qualified a lawyer. And I'm not being sarcastic. You've got to pass thousands of basic things to get to it. It's not a case of, like in the rest of the world, you look a 6-month course at most and you become one. In Germany, you got to pass quite a lot of things. I think my German friend told me to become a security guard in Germany, you got to, I think it's past 50 courses in total. You got to pass 50 courses. It takes you a lot of time and effort just to become a security guard. And not very nasty, but security guards I doubt get that much money, even in Germany. But just to become a security guard in Germany, you've got to basically become like some sort of doctor or some sort of accountant for qualifications wise. But in other countries, none of these things happen. And it kind of seems a bit pointless when you consider Germany's got a very low crime rate compared to many countries in the world. It kind of seems a bit overkill, all these different things you got to do to become a security guard. And it's just the sort of thing you should understand when it comes to Germany. You've got to understand their laws before you can get guest posts. You've got to understand how things work, so it can become quite complicated. This is why I would only recommend if you want to get guest posts yourself, is you've got quite a lot of time in your hands, or you've got time to learn, whatever, and you've also got the money to invest. If you haven't got money to invest, Germany SEO is not for you, unfortunately. Anyway, I hope this video helps you. Thanks, bye.